What is the important part in the Raspberry architecture? Yes? What is the important part in Raspberry architecture? Can anyone say? How do you connect? That's what I have given the topic. Raspberry Pi architecture, programming and interfacing. So, with only with Raspberry, we cannot do anything. So, Raspberry is nothing but a CPU, right? It's a mini computer, right? Yes or no? So, it's like a small, it's compact. So, wherever we want to carry, we can carry this one. So, Raspberry Pi does not have any hardware. See, CPU has got a hard drive. See, if you open a CPU and see, you can see what inside the CPU hard drive, right? If the hard drive is removed and if you take back the other things, other drivers and keep, we cannot retrieve anything from that CPU. Yes or no? See, only which stores the information, hard disk in a CPU stores the information which we have typed or which we have kept in the file. Yes or no? Yes, right? So, we have a hard drive. But in Raspberry, we don't have a hard drive. So, instead of having a hard drive, they are having an SD card. So, an SD card will be there inside a, that means we have an inserting place where we have to insert the SD card. Okay? Where we will be storing the information. Once if we store, like CPU, if we store in the desktop or in computer, that means somewhere in the E drive or D drive, wherever you store, we can retrieve the data, right? So once if we program in the particular SD card, not in the Raspberry, it's a particular SD card, automatically once if you open the Raspberry itself, already typed the program, you can see. Are you able to follow? So in the university exam and all, we will erase all the data. Are you able to follow? Now, whatever program we have done in the lab, one batch if they do means automatically all, see last bench, other used to provide the plus 5 volt supply. So here in the Raspberry actually it will be taking 3.3 voltage regulator AC, but from the supply through this we are giving the plus 5 volt supply through C cable. So two types of cable is used. One is C type of charge cable, another is C type of charge cable. All these components are necessary to do these connections. Once Raspberry is switched on, you can see in that monitor the hotspots and all. So once if we switch on the mobile hotspot, automatically through the Ethernet connection, we will be able to get the net. Because the connectors are given, right? Yes? So like that the connection will be given. So we can interface any, this is the connection only to the Raspberry. Okay, that is only interface. So next we have to do what? Interfacing. So how to interface Raspberry with, it can be with Arduino, or it can be with the Bluetooth module, or it can be with any other devices. We can do camera can be fitted. So we can use any type of output devices. Okay, in order to connect to this interfacing devices, that's what I said, GPIO. Okay, general purpose input output pins are used to interface any devices with Raspberry. Are you able to follow? Any device you can connect, that means we can connect the node MCU. See, in IoT platform and all, we are going to use a temperature monitor. What is the number I told when I took over the GSM model? I have told you. Avantika, sit straightly in the classes. Ramanan. See, DHT11. Okay, you have to remember DHT11 is a temperature monitor which we are going to use in experiment number 11, which has to be interfaced with what? We will be doing experiment with Arduino as well as with Raspberry. So, see, two types of temperature monitor is available. DHT11 and 22. But the programming code and the connection of DHT11 and DHT22 both are same. You need not do any extra connection and all. Okay? Are you able to follow both? You can use it as a temperature or humidity monitors, DHT11 and DHT22. So what type of sensor? This is nothing but a sensor. Okay, temperature monitor sensors or humidity sensor. So this type only is available in our library. So not library, in our lab. Are you able to follow? That also we are going to use. See, and then I said write the program correctly, if it is not supported by the correct library and driver weight, the program will not run. Actually, it is a rule. The thing is, if it is not in the system, you have to install. Already, if it is in the system, you can just do that one. Immediately, you can do it with the programs. Are you able to follow? I have told this in the slow class. So, in which of the experiments you are going to use the node MCU? In experiment number 11. Okay? And in experiment number 10. Two IoT cloud, wherever you are using this cloud platform, that we will be using this node MCU. So, which supports this cloud platform. Okay? So, there and all we will be using this node MCU. So, there and all wherever you are using this way experiment, we have to download with the software also. So, what is the language which we are going to use? It is supporting two programming languages, Scratch and Python. So, Python is a beginner's language. So, in the laboratory experiment, whenever we are doing Raspberry, we are using Python programming. Are you able to follow? So, we will be using Python program, though it supports Scratch and this one. So, what type of software it supports with Linux kernel? Okay, the software which is supported by this Raspberry Pi is Linux. Okay, software programming language only Scratch and Python, but in the laboratory we will be using which type of language? Python programming. So, whenever you are using Raspberry Pi programming, we have to type .py showing the extension of Python language. So, whenever you write MATLAB, you write as .m. When you write ASM, we write .asm. When you write C, we give it, right? Same way in Python programming, we have to use what type? .py. Are you able to follow? The pi we have to do. So, whenever you are doing something, newly when you are doing something, SD card you are using, right? To store the memory. Sit down. This SD card, simply if you purchase a new SD card and insert inside the Raspberry Pi means it will not work. We have to boot that SD card also. That means lot of formatting should be done before inserting to the SD card. So already that has been done in the lab by the lab assistants. Okay. So that only if you see, we are having 3 Raspberry Pi in the laboratory, but only 2 SD cards they have formatted and kept correctly. Are you able to follow? Only that SD card if you use alone, it will support and it will boot the program. Are you able to follow? So formatting and booting of the SD card is also necessary. So beginning itself, immediately whenever you are purchasing a new SIM card, what they are doing? Just take a SIM card which is used in phone. What you are doing? Yes? Immediately if you just insert a SIM card, it will work. No. You have to register, right? After 24 hours only it starts working. Yes or no? If you purchase a new SIM card, it starts working after the installation by the company. Yes or no? So that after you have to register, they will say type this number what is given in the SD card. We have to give your request to the company. The company will, that means configure it, and then they will allow you. Yes or no? A card. Whenever you are purchasing a simple ordinary SIM card itself, that is the rule. Same way here also the SD card, we have to do certain formatting to use that SIM card in the Raspberry Pi, which is used as a storage device. So it's nothing but a mini CPU, right? So it does not have a hard drive. So store the information, we have the SD card. So the programming language I said. So we can interface any devices with Raspberry, right? We can interface Arduino, we can interface Node MCU, we can interface the temperature monitors, or any type of sensors can be interfaced with Raspberry Pi. Are you able to follow? Last bench. Again and again I am saying, Ramanan and this both sit straightly. So which is used here? GPIO physically if you see, it's the 8th pin of Raspberry Pi. So without knowing the pin configuration of Raspberry Pi or Arduino or Bluetooth module or the sensors, you cannot interface any devices with another. So first thing is, last bench girl side. First thing we should know what the pin configuration of the particular device. If we know